Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kevin Stanford out of Longview, Texas, and I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to today's business overview. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited for you to hear some information that is truly positively impacting a lot of people's lives on a global scale, including my own. Now, I am not your featured presenter on this afternoon. However, I have the honor and the pleasure of introducing a gentleman that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. In the business world, this gentleman has owned oil and gas companies successfully, has an incredible real estate portfolio, insurance, just to name a few. He's an Amazon best-selling author of a book called You Have Permission to Succeed, in which he did not write until he had already generated multiple seven figures. And one of the reasons why he said he waited was because he wanted to put the principles in the book that he actually used to achieve the success versus just putting some things in the book that he had read from someone else. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what I call a leader's leader, a type of individual who would do it first and then leave the blueprint for you and I to simply follow to have the same type of success. From the direct sales industry, well over 20 plus years of success, he's built organizations into the hundreds of thousands on a global scale. He's generated over $400 million in revenue documented. And what that simply means is that he has personally helped to impact positively lives, a lot of people's lives on a global scale. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today, he's here to share something with us, some information that he's vetted and truly believes, again, will positively impact a lot of people's lives. And that's why I'm so excited to introduce to some, to present to others, Coach, my mentor, Mr. Edwin Haynes. Mr. Haynes, are you there, sir?
Absolutely, Mr. Stanford. Thanks for hosting today, and really appreciate all of the kind words here as we are getting ready, and I'm setting myself up so we can have a great call here. Welcome to this afternoon's call, and I say afternoon for me because I'm here in Houston, Texas. Edwin Haynes out of Houston, Texas, and I know we typically have people from all over that join calls like this, or even maybe sometimes get a chance to listen to the recording of this call. And so whatever it is that may be for you, welcome to the call. Someone thought enough of you to even invite you to be on this opportunity call itself. And as you heard Mr. Stanford talk about some of the things that I have been able to accomplish, and we are very proud of having a track record of success. But what I'm most proud of now or more excited about is where we're about to go in the future. $400 million of revenue of leading personal sales in this space is a good thing to accomplish, but it's going to pale in comparison to what I know we're about to do and where we're about to go as a company. So that means that you are in the right place at the right time, and you can truly benefit from what we're going to share today. I'm going to just give you a little bit of my background. My background is actually from the music industry, from the standpoint of doing business. And many years ago, I started off as an entrepreneur coming out of school, and I saw the music industry as a way to get started. I began to do concert promotions, artist management, and eventually had my own small label in the music industry. And then I saw things wasn't going in the direction that something I was familiar with or comfortable with, and I decided to move on. And I looked at many different things out there from the real estate industry to what we call in the city of Houston, where I got involved in hotshot hauling at one period of time, meaning that I had small trucks hauling the heavy equipment. I was looking for different ways to earn income many years ago, didn't know what I was going to do as I was going through a transition. And probably like some people that's here, maybe you're in that career and you've hit a ceiling, or maybe you have a business and you realize the business on you, or maybe you're a person that just want to have your freedom. And I tell you, there's a universal language that we all have, and I know we're all looking for. And one, I say everybody's looking for more time, and they're looking for more money. If we can get more time and get our time back where we can enjoy and dictate how we do things, and if we can have the money to accomplish all of the goals and things that we want, it would be the perfect position for anyone. And I too was looking for that. Unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, from going through different things, I ended up finding myself in foreclosure, bankruptcy, and repossession at one time. It was a tough time for me to go through. And I learned a lot from that. You know, it was a big lesson for me. I wasn't losing, I was learning, and it was a big lesson for me. And I ended up finding the industry of direct sales and reluctantly got started in it. And over 20 plus years of my time, it became a profession and one of the best things I could have ever done, because I tell people the person that I became in the process was more valuable than any money that I could have ever earned. And just like you heard, I went on to own other companies, and I do have a varied and varied portfolio that I'm growing now because of what I went through there. And my goal is to put you in a similar position or even a better position to take what we have now to be able to fund other things, to be able to do other things, and to get your time and the freedom that you're looking for. So if that's what you're looking for, that's what you're going to get in terms of the information. Now, I am going to talk about money. There's no guarantees of income because I don't know your work ethic whatsoever. It's just like insurance or real estate. Whatever you put into it is what you get out of it. You can go get your insurance license. You can go get your real estate license. But if you don't sell a policy, if you don't sell a home or rent an apartment or whatever you have to do, you're not going to make money. But same thing here. We're going to give you the information. We're going to create the right environment and give you the tools that you need and plug you in with the right people, but you have to take action in order to get the benefits from it. So there's no limit to your income, and it's totally up to you what you do with the information. Again, someone thought enough of you to put you on this call so that you can hear from an executive like myself and many others that do these calls to see what it is that we do and understand what we do, why we do it, and how you can benefit from it. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through a slide model here so that you can see the presentation and get a chance to understand the company that we're involved with. I have been able to form an alliance and a partnership with this company, and my team and I now are with this company called Eaconomy. And it's one that can definitely elevate your life and give you access to the right leadership, the right technology and strategies to design the life that you want. But the thing I like about what's happening in the world today, and the world is ever so changing right now. And it's up to us to equip ourselves to be a part of the change and to move forward as to be put in the past with the things that are no longer of importance to us and society. What I liked about Eaconomy is that they had their hands on the pulse of where things were going, and now they're putting the power back in the hands of the people. And that's exactly what I was looking to do to further the movement that we were participating in and doing with our own careers and the success that we're to continue the success that we have been able to achieve so far. The headquarters is based now right there in Los Angeles, California. They have an incredible office that's there in Los Angeles, California, and had a chance to visit out there, and they're putting some things together. You know, the business started started in a home, pretty much like a thing that you see with Apple Computer or Amazon. You know, you see some of the stores where they started out of their garage, or they started in a one-room apartment or whatever. This is a very familiar story of some gentlemen that got started. And I'll talk about the gentleman leading the charge who got started simply because he saw a need and decided to fill it. And I know that is a great recipe for success. If you ever want to become successful in anything, you find a need and you fill it, and it will be able to provide the type of success that you're looking for. And so when I look at what's going on right now, and we talk about this from a gentleman by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is a person that is well-renowned for understanding finances. And he talked about the 4 cash flow quadrants that's out there. There's 4 ways to make money. One is where you exchange time for money, and that's becoming an employee. That means you're being leveraged. You have no leverage yourself. You go to work, you do just enough not to get fired, and they pay you just enough not for you to quit. And that's that back and forth thing, but you have no leverage, you don't own anything, and you trade time for money. The other thing is what I talked about is that you own your own business. You are self-employed. You're a person that's self-employed. And what I realized, as I always say, in many cases, when I thought I owned my business, but I realized the business owned me. If I wasn't there producing, if I wasn't using my hand, if I wasn't doing the talking or overseeing things, then I was not as productive as I would like to be. And all of that is based on yourself when you're self-employed in many cases. You have many people that are like that. They may be on their own doctor office or a real estate office, or they may own a small bit, own their own business, or whatever it may be. It depends solely on you. But also now, then when you look at it, that's a big portion of where most people lie in the world today. But the big money is where you are a business owner. This is where you have people working for you. You're able to duplicate yourself. You're able to put the right people in place, and no matter whether you are there or not, the money still comes in because you have enough of leverage. You have enough of business that you can now step away. And big business owners, they comprise of about 4% of this equation. But the big money actually comes from being an investor. And that's why I'm so glad I graduated to understand, and I say graduate in terms of my experience, to now be able to look at different things and invest in things that would allow me to have a bigger portfolio, because now my money goes to work for me. In other words, I always say your money should always go out and come back with friends. That means you send it out, you put it in the right thing, it grows, and it comes back to your portfolio. And that's where 1% of the world gets rich. But we know about what I know about this is that the majority of the people that are in this system that works on the right side of this quadrant, they control the world's wealth. And I wanted to be on that side, and hopefully you do too. Let me talk about some of the things that we've been able to do. How can you participate and be within that quadrant? How do you get a chance to participate? Well, one of the things that Mr. Hassan Mahmoud was able to do, this is the founder, the CEO of the company. He's a financial expert, multiple nine-figure earner in global sales, speaks multiple languages, works in over 62 different countries, helped tens of thousands of people earn income on a passive basis. Many times before, he's been featured in different arenas, Entrepreneur, Disruptive Magazine, the Market Watch service. Different people have featured him in what he has been able to do in the financial world. And he's worked with some large companies and took them to billion-dollar opportunities. But he saw that it was something that he wanted to do himself, because for many years, he was either partnered with someone that maybe had held him back, or he worked for someone. And he said, listen, what would it be if I started my own company? And he put together something called Eaconomy. And it's going to be comprised of many different things. But today, I'm going to talk about the first thing that's being released. We are so excited because we already know there are some other things that we have. And I don't want to talk about the future, because I believe in my soul, because I'm benefiting from the services itself, what we have is something that I can use if we never ever have to offer anything else. What we offer is actually a game changer already. Well, one of the things he decided to participate in and he got good at, he understood where the money is and where the money was. If you ever traveled outside of the country that you're in, most likely you've exchanged some currency somewhere. And many of us look at different markets that are out there. And this is just one of the technologies, and one of the things that we've been able to do is to put you exactly where the money is. And the world of Forex, foreign exchange, is something that you need to know about, because this is how the banks get wealthy. And they leave the people who put their money in the banks out of it. So I want to show people how to benefit from this. What is foreign exchange, or Forex? It's where it's the buying or selling of currency. It's the largest financial market in the world. Over $6.7 trillion are traded every single day. And it's a global market. It's always happening out there today. And so now we're showing people how to participate in a liquid market that can actually change your life today. And this is just one of the things, again, that we do. But I'm so glad that I understood where the money was, because we were not necessarily taught this in school. And in many cases, whether you're a financial major or not, you may not get the full understanding of this, because most people go to school to learn how to work for others. Our goal right now is to put the power back in your hands and show you how to do what the banks are doing with your money. So what is the Eaconomy services? What are some of the things that we do in Eaconomy? There's what we call an academy. We have an academy that we have that comprise of videos from an academy standpoint that you can take at your own pace to go get the lingo down, to understand what the information is that's out there. So now we can make sure that you are abreast of what's going on and understand what you're getting into. You can learn about Forex from the basic level to a professional level. You can learn that. So there's a place for everyone here. You learn the fundamentals of that. You also get coaching from expert traders. We have some people that are hedge fund traders that are part of our education team. That means you're getting nothing but the best. You can actually be in live classes. You look at the schedule, you click on the button because you're a member, and you're able to go to those classes. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You can get the information right there from the people who do it every single day. You also get a chance to participate in live Q&A, question and answer sessions, and it's done in multiple languages. And so you have access to that full academy. I use it. My family use it. Different people are able to now to participate in it. And I remember years ago, I used to pay thousands of dollars for a letter that would come in. It would be sent to me physically, and then it went to digitally, but it would give me tips on stocks and things like that. I don't know if you've heard of these things, but Molly Food was one of them, and some of the other things out there. I wanted to know what the insiders were doing, but that was on the stock side of things. But now I understand what Forex is. I was able to participate in that and have it here at a very, very affordable rate. I don't have to pay thousands of dollars for a newsletter once a week or whatever it came at the time. I have a very simple system here now, and I strongly urge you, if you want to get on the other side of money, this is what you need to be doing. But also, we've been able to leverage technology. Well, one of the things that we're releasing now is something called Solex. Solex is a phone alert. We're going to show you how to stop strolling. I look at it, I was on a plane. I've been on quite a few planes here recently, traveling in and out of the country. And every time I see this down, people heads down, young, old, no matter who they are, whether if they can get the internet on the plane, or once they land, the first thing they do is everybody rush to their phone and they're checking, they're strolling. I'm going to show you how to take this and monetize it. So now Solex is one that you get an app from our company, and it sends you phone alerts. You remember I said used to get a letter? Now it sends you phone alerts immediately and give you what we call trade ideas. That means that if something comes in and they see that it makes sense, you can look at it and say, I like this, take the information and put it in your own trading account, and you can do what I call cheat off of the smart kids. That means the ones who are actually looking at the markets already doing it on their behalf, they'll allow you to take the information and say, hey, here's a good idea. If you like it, you can trade it, you can use it. And we've been seeing some strong results from people utilizing that information. It's just as simple as that. So instead of me on different social media things here, some people see me strolling, but I'm checking my account because now I have control of that. So a full social platform is something that's all integrated. You now are able to participate in that through our Select system, and that's releasing soon. We was using Telegram. You still have access to that now, but there's a way we can monetize our phone. In addition, there's a scanning system that was developed for our company specific. It's called Manara. Manara is a scanning system for those of you all who would like to use a technology that comes with the program, and it attaches to your trade account, and it tells you and gives you different ideas that you can take. Very comprehensive, very easy. It's something that you can utilize. And I mean, I don't care what level you are, but you don't have to do all of the heavy lifting. Whether you're using it on your phone or your computer, it's totally up to you. It's mobile, it's for desktops, and it does what we call a harmonics trading scan, and it scans the market and computes and put out the suggestions of what you can look at as a potential way to enter and exit the market. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to explain this to you here really quick. Again, as I mentioned, technology is changing. Technology is changing. It used to be that it was something to write a book. And you would have to be, oh, wow, he or she wrote a book. And they would take months or weeks or whatever it took for them to write a book. But ladies and gentlemen, do you know right now, technology has changed that? Something called ChatGPT, for an example. When I look at driverless cars and all of the things that are happening right now, everything around us is being advanced in terms of our use and benefits. But what's now starting to happen, the way that you earn money is also advancing. Don't get left behind. And that's exactly what we've been able to do with just a portion of what we're releasing here in Eaconomy. Speaking of stocks, Jessica Ramos, one of the foremost authorities when it comes down to stock options. If you have a stock portfolio, yes, you can go to CNBC. Yes, you can go to Bloomberg and you can watch, and yes, you can go to different places, but you have this as a part of your system. For those of you all who have stocks and portfolios and things of that nature and work stocks or whatever it is that you're doing, you now can take that to another level. I have people that are utilizing these services. Some people are going on different systems and trying to figure it out. They were getting advice from their neighbors who didn't have any more knowledge than they did, but they just heard something of somebody else. We're stopping all of that. We got to get with professionals that are willing to go to do the analyzation, beginners, intermediate, or advanced. You can be a part of live trading sessions from a world-renowned educator that normally charges as much as $300 an hour for her time for private lessons, exclusive to Eaconomy, and you can help potentially grow your portfolio in stock options. So whether it's Forex or stock or cryptocurrency, we have it all under one umbrella with the financial sector that we're putting together as a company. And so we're partnered with a company called CoinZoom. This is what will allow you to get personal commissions if you decide to share the business itself. What you do in your own portfolio, what you do on your own personal stock accounts and things of that nature, that goes to your account. But if you choose to participate in this business, we have a way to easily pay you a commission, in which I'll talk about in just a minute here. So what does it take for you to get started? I'm going to talk about a few packages. We made it very simple for you to participate in it. It depends on what area of the globe you're in, what level you will be able to participate in as well, but it's all affordable, and there's some add-ons. Let me run through this right now to give you an idea of how simple this is. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for this, okay? For those of you all who are in the US, for an example, it's you can choose the Elite Pack, okay? It's $149 for the first 4 weeks. After that, it's only $99 a month. Remember, I was paying $1,000, I'll make an example, or so per month at this time for insider, what they call insider information. Whether it's inside or not, I don't know. But I was paying this money for stock tips. This system gives you the full academy to learn yourself. It gives you the Solex system that gives you trade ideas for your Forex information. It gives you the Manara indicator trading system that gives you information once it scans the market. It gives you your coin Zoom account, and now you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because the educators that you have access to will be able to walk you through the system. For those of you all who are outside of the US, for an example, there are some other services here that I won't get into, but these services are more of an automated service. Athena, Xena, and Achilles, and all of these different things that they have. You have access to that. It's $149 the first, $235 the first 4 weeks, and $149 with the additional technology that's available in those services. So wherever you are, you choose what works best for you. But the minimum I would tell a person to do is to get yourself positioned for the $149.99 every 4-week pack and participate in the system. You will be amazed as to what it can do for you, potentially do for you and your family. So now, there are some add-ons, and I mentioned this before, some of my favorites, okay? Just giving you some things here as you maybe get into the system. You have more than enough with what I just talked about, but there are other services within this part of the package. One is called Plutos. It's an additional $25 a month. I use this one and the Monero service every single week. What does this do? It gives you access to other traded commodities that are out there, live educational courses as well for other traded commodities outside of the Forex and stock space. And now they send those strategies over to me. If I like them, I use them, in which I do every single day. And I'm not the type of person that's sitting there watching the chart and all that stuff and knowing I hadn't gotten that good. I'm a simple person when it comes down to things. It has to be very easy to follow, and that's exactly what I do. I use the services every day. There's something that's even faster called binary options. For those of you all who understand high frequency trading, whether you know it or not, there is a system that teaches you this with the RFX system that they have. So additional services as well. And one of the bigger ones that we have, as the economy in the world is changing, and I was watching, some of y'all may have heard of Bitcoin. I had some people say, hey, I heard you had something that's out there in the digital currency space. And I'm having people calling me saying, are you in Bitcoin? Are you in this coin? Because everything is going up. But we have been warning people that there were a bull market coming up. Some of the team members on the call, I've been saying this since last year because I've been plugging into the right people. If you want to get the right information on things like that, there's a service called DeFiverse. It's a full service, standalone service on its own. What does it do? It can show you and give you the updates on what's going on in cryptocurrency. A lot of people were laughing at Bitcoin when it started, but now Bitcoin is trading as much as $68 per Bitcoin. $68,000 per Bitcoin. Okay? You might not understand these terms, but that's why you need to know it. If you do understand these terms and you're missing out, don't miss out on your new superpower to get the information you need about NFTs, which is going to be around, about cryptocurrency, which is already doing its thing, and governments are positioning themselves, and now we're showing you how to get a part of this multi-language system that teaches you what's going on in the digital currency space. Get it from our trade experts, get the trade, understand how to participate and when to participate through the DeFiverse system. Proven results, over 80% win ratio. That means when they call out the information, you follow what they're saying, they're going to walk you through step by step. They're going to put you in the classes and give you the information. They're going to send you over the information. Just like I told you, you get multiple ways to learn how to do this and multiple signals that comes your way or trade ideas, and you simply follow what they did, what they're suggesting, and based on the performance, it's over 80+% win ratio. So that's what we have there with that system. That one is, again, if you're already in the system and you choose maybe the elite pack, you add another $69 a month. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, you're part of that system. If this is something that you want as a standalone product, just like the other one. It's $149.99 a month, but this is a full, robust educational system as well as a system that gives you the trade ideas specifically for the digital currency world. And these guys are very good. Kevin and Picasso, I know of them from some other things they've been able to accomplish, and they brought that here exclusively for Eaconomy. So those are things that we have. And when you refer others, your system is free. So in other words, you refer 3 and your 99 per month is free. So who do you know that would like to have this same type of service, and you get them set up one time, and as long as they stay active, you refer those 3, guess what? You get in your service for free. Now you are benefiting from the service, and whether it's free or 99 or 149, it's well worth that to get started in the company. Now, I'm going to talk about something here in closing. The company has a pay structure based on referrals. This is optional. If you're going to show people how to participate and become customers or clients to utilize the service, it's up to them. But what happens now is anyone that you refer, and as it grows and they begin to refer people, no different than DirecTV or whatever. There's a company called DirecTV that I use in Houston. They were offering me, I forgot what it was, $100 per person for personally referring them. And so there was a thing that they put together to help get the word out, because what they understand is this. True business owners understand this. Word of mouth advertisement is better than any form of advertisement out there. Word of mouth advertisement. So what happens is this. The company will allow you to build 2 teams of business. And I'm going to go through this quickly. This is totally optional. But I couldn't help but tell people about it. I was too excited. I knew people that were looking for a way to make money. They're saying, how can I make money? What can I do with this, in the economy? Do you have any suggestions? I say, absolutely. I have a way that we can put the power in your hands. You can participate in a way that the banks are trading money. You can participate in the stock options. You can participate in what the people are doing in the crypto space. You now are going to be educated, and let me show you how to position yourself to win. In addition to that, we're going to be adding some other things, but let's focus where we are now. As a result, I called on a few people. They looked at it. Some people said no. Some people said, I just want to be a customer. And I had some people that said, listen, I need another business for a tax write-off, one, but I also have some other people that want to participate. And now they allow you to build 2 teams. Okay? Just imagine you brought the gentleman who introduced me on the call today, Mr. Kevin Stanford. You put him on one team, you put me on one team. It's just how it's going to flow. The company now looks at all of the customers. If you decide to put another customer in or a business partner, you must put them below one of the 2 sides. It's totally up to you, but now everybody begins to refer. The company looks down to infinity on those teams, and based on these charts of the number of active students that are utilizing those services, no limit, they don't care whether you put them in or not. If they fall below you on those 2 teams, it's going to count toward you. In the first example, okay, it says if you have 2 on one side, 1 on the other, they're going to pay you $100 a month. Active students, paid in 4 different installments, 25 per week, right? So you're going to get 25 4 times in a month for that. If you grows to 10, and whether you put them there or not, just give an example. You got an extra $500 a month coming in. Okay, you can't stop the growth of people utilizing services that they want to tell other people about. And it goes down. If it grows to 200, just throwing out another number, you have an additional $5,000 coming in. 200 on one side, 200 on the other. What happens now, it continues to grow, and this system can get pretty substantial based on the growth of the business. That's what you have, and it can start on a small level and go to a large level. It's totally up to you what you do with it. But just like I said, I couldn't contain myself. I had to explain it. Can you invite some people to a call like this and let someone like myself explain it? Can you have someone to come and do a talk for you somewhere with a small group of people and show them how to benefit from these markets? You know how many people are looking for it? Here's the deal. You have people that we don't know, and we have the information and willing to go do the work. How about coming together? You bring your influence of people together, and we bring the understanding of how to do this, and we show how marry that together, and that way we can show you how to add another strong income to your portfolio without changing what you do. So not only do you benefit from the services, but you can potentially grow your business. And so there are two types of people that are watching us today. And I'm going to close out here. Two types of people. There are those who make it happen. They're going to look at it. And some people will look at the opportunity and say, you know what, man, I don't know. I've seen these type of things before, whatever. It's not going to work for me. Great. You're right. Because if you already made that decision, it's not going to work for you. I'm a different type of person. I always, and what made me successful to earn millions of dollars of personal earnings in my career is that I have always looked at an opportunity to find out how can I make it work, as opposed to poking the hole. Nothing wrong with you should go in and get your questions answered, but there's nothing wrong with looking for a way to make it work. And that's the difference for me and many people that I work with. That's the successful way. But the other people are those who don't make it happen. They're watching success. They're seeing people win. The thing about it is this: are you tired of watching other people win? Are you at a glass ceiling? Are you that six-figure earner looking to make seven? Are you that person that works more than you get a chance to enjoy life? Who are you right now is what you need to check and see where you are today and where you would like to be. And what I strongly urge you to do is to get with the person that invited you to this call, okay? Because now is the time to act. Again, someone thought enough of you to put you on this call and to show you something, and there's a reason for you being here today. There's a reason. We all have a reason. I don't think things happen by chance. So if this is you, I strongly urge you to get with the person who invited you to this call, get your questions answered, and let's get you in the system and put some people in front of the plan so we can put some people in your business and some money in your pocket. I have two philosophies about money. I'd rather have it now than later, and I'd rather have more than less. If that makes sense to you, let's partner up, let's get the word out, let's expand this company, and let's go over there, go out and take over the world. Again, my name is Edwin Haynes. I'm out of Houston, Texas, one of the executives of the company, extremely excited about what we have our hands on. I know it's a game changer. I'm no longer left behind. I'm in the forefront of the movement of where the world is going today, and so should you. We'll see you guys at the top. Bye for now.